As the Dean of Australia's youngest and most vibrant medical school, it's a privilege to work with our students and academics on the very best medical program that we can, and we have 8 clinical schools in 2 states. So it's quite a span of management, but we're focusing on excellent teaching but also research and scholarship. Well, I've had a very diverse career path and quite a few decades now. I can speak in decades. So I was originally a paediatrician. I worked in New South Wales Health, where I became head of planning. So I went in there to do population research, but I ended up being the head of planning. From there I ended up running some major teaching hospitals, including the Royal Hospital for Women in Westmead, before I moved to the private sector, and had a fantastic time at KPMG, where I became a partner in life sciences, and from then went on to Research Australia, building an alliance to advocate for health and medical research, moved again to MBF and then Bupa, which gave me a whole new experience of health insurance in the private sector, and then came to this role here as Dean. Probably my greatest achievement has been the chairing of the National Health and Hospitals Reform Commission for the government, and over 2 years ran a major consultative process around Australia looking at all aspects of health and aged care, which has provided a blueprint for the future for Australia. My experience on the various roles in the public, private, charitable sectors has been really important to me. First of all, it's part of my philosophy that you should give some of your time to charitable activities. So I've always been involved, even from childhood, with something that I'm passionate about, trying to make a difference. And then I started to be involved in private boards as well, and even an ASX 100 company board, again where my contribution would make a difference around that board table. What it has taught me is some very important lessons about the importance of alignment of values, and that you're involved with people and with a business that you consider is ethical. That's important for me, and also just about what good governance is. I think if you want to be a good leader, you have to first be true to yourself. You need to be open to opportunities, not predetermine where you're going to go, but be open to the opportunities in front of you. And also, I think it's really important to recognise that your greatest achievements will always be done with others. And so a collaborative team approach is something I think is a real hallmark of great leadership. As the mother of 5 children, and with family being very important to me, it's quite a juggle sometimes with my role as Dean and chairing Research Australia and chairing the Sydney Children's Hospital Network and the other businesses and charities I'm involved with. The most important thing to me is family, and I'm very grateful for an incredibly supportive husband who has for the last 10 years stayed at home with our children, and that was a decision that we made together. Couldn't run the household without him. But the realities are that you do have to give a little bit at work, and you do have to give a little bit at home, and you have to remember yourself as well, because you're the one who usually misses out. But overall, if you love what you do and you love your family, you'll find the right balance.